kiongozi wangu, mimi nakupenda sana. Hawa walikuwa napiga mayowe ili niseme jambo, lakini umejua mimi nakuheshimu sana.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to be very careful on that video and listen to what Babu Owino is saying to Junet Mohammed. And actually, be very keen and watch the choice of words by Babu Owino. Then you tell me in the comment section what you're able to note. According to me, I can tell comfortably that Babu Owino has quit the Nairobi gubernatorial race and is now key to listen to what the ODM is saying. First of all, let me remind you that Junet Mohammed is the right-hand man of Raila Amolo Odinga. And whatever Junet Mohammed does, most of the time it is the voice of Raila Amolo Odinga. Whatever you do to him, most of the time it is an action against Raila Amolo Odinga or in support of Raila Amolo Odinga. So therefore, Junet Mohammed is not just any other person. When it goes to Babu Owino, he has huge support amongst the youths of the Luo Nyanza. And Babu Owino knows very well that he is liked by most of the Kenyans because of his type of politics and most importantly, his performance record. But Babu Owino knows some things that Kenyans might not be aware. And in the Kenyan politics, considering its nature, Babu Owino most likely he has been able to read something that we, the local common mananchi, we are not able to see, and he later on decided to quit the Nairobi gubernatorial race. And take it to the bank, Babu Owino is not going for the gubernatorial race. If he does so, then probably he has decided to go against Raila Amolo Odinga immensely. And probably there will be consequences towards that. He might win, he might lose, but I'm sure that Babu Owino will not go against Baba.
It comes to matters succession, Raila Amolo Odinga, Baba, is someone I respect so much, someone I love with my soul. I love Raila to death, and I resonate with his ideologies. That's why I've never wavered, I've never moved to any side except Raila's side. Matters succession, people are allowed to talk, people are allowed to float names here and there. But as things are, Raila Amolo Odinga is our king, is our leader. Raila Amolo Odinga, to whom we owe our loyalty. Raila Amolo Odinga, to whom we owe everything we have. Raila Amolo Odinga, to whom we owe our life. And I always say Baba is always right. Rule number 1. Rule number 2, Baba is never wrong. Rule number 3, if rule number 2 fails to apply, you refer to rule number 1. Baba is always right.
So in a nutshell, Babu Owino and Raila Amolo Odinga have a close bond that it's not easy to break. So whatever the support Babu Owino has from the people, eventually he will listen to Raila Amolo Odinga so long as he's living. Ladies and gentlemen, why am I doing this? I'm doing this video basically because of the gubernatorial race of Nairobi. And right now, there are so many moves that are being made which are very clearly showing that a game of Nairobi has started. The Nairobi gubernatorial race game has already started. That is going to form the basis of this analysis here today. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mokwa Times, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, first, before I proceed, let me give you 3 reasons as to why probably Babu Owino has decided to quit the gubernatorial race to Nairobi. Number 1, Raila Amolo Odinga and the Ruto's game. These people, they have a game, and Raila Amolo Odinga cannot allow Babu Owino to be the obstacle. That's number 1. Number 2 is the game of numbers that is going to be played in the Nairobi County. Number 3 is the Gachagua factor. Now, let me first remind you about the game of numbers. In 2013, we had very powerful Mount Kenya billionaires going for the gubernatorial race in Nairobi. But still, the former governor of Nairobi, Evans Kidero, was able to beat them. Number 2, in the 2017 general elections, Mike Mbuvi Sonko won. And still, you could see so many factors that resulted to Mike Mbuvi Sonko winning. A combination of the Mount Kenya and of course the Kamba people. And when you look at Kidero in 2013, he was a Luo combining with the Kamba person. What is the constant factor there? The Kamba region. I want you to take that very serious. Now, Gachagua came out and exposed that he's also going to ensure that in his gubernatorial race, Akamba is going to be there. In his gubernatorial race, where they are going to point out the candidate going first with the DCP Nairobi, you will have either Akamba running mate or Akamba governor, a Mount Kenya running mate. But most likely, according to the way things are right now, it's possible that Gachagua might front a Mount Kenya governor race aspirant. Let me tell you this. That is the game of numbers I'm talking about. Now, Raila Odinga and William Ruto came together and said, if they are going to sleep, then most likely Gachagua is going to take the gubernatorial seat of Nairobi. And let me tell you, there's no seat that Raila and William Ruto want in their side than that of the presidency and the gubernatorial seat of Nairobi. Because if there's a place where there's money, it is the Nairobi seat. If there's where there's money, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Nairobi governor seat. So therefore, they have to ensure that that seat is on their side. This is where big tenders are. So they can't afford to lose it. Now, they sat down and saw that who is likely to be a challenger, or are they likely going to be destabilized? That is William Ruto and Raila Odinga. Are they likely to be destabilized? They realized, number one, it is Babu Owino. So Babu Owino was calmed down by Raila Odinga. Number two, it is Tame Wanyonyi. Ladies and gentlemen, Tame Wanyonyi was sent back to Bungoma to vie for the gubernatorial seat there.
Mimi nimekuja kama Tame Wanyonyi. Please don't profile me. Msianze kuniweka kwa other packages that are not there. Sawa sawa? Yes. I belong to ODM, but I am not saying I'm ODM. I've come here as a candidate seeking to run for the governor of Bungoma. Hii engine tutadefine baadaye.
In 2022, they told him to quit the race, go back to Westlands. Now in 2027, it could not be easy for them again to stop him. So they decided to give him an alternative. Sacrifice Didymus Baraza and front Tame Wanyonyi in Bungoma.
Wakahama wakaenda, sasa wamepata jamaa mwingine amekuja hapo mgeni, wamemzingira, msikuwe na wasiwasi, kwa miezi 6 watakuwa wamemnyonya imeisha na watapotea. No.
And the campaigns in Bungoma have started. Most of the members of parliament there have already endorsed Tame Wanyonyi. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the long game for the Nairobi gubernatorial seat. He did not go there to destabilize Didymus Baraza. He went there to make the game of Nairobi complete and of course to benefit himself. Now, what is happening in Nairobi after Tame Wanyonyi has quit? The intention of Raila Odinga and William Ruto is to consolidate the loyal votes behind Sakaja. That's number one. Then, after consolidating the loyal votes, Babu Owino, after quitting, they ensure that now those who the loyal votes are behind Johnson, Sakaja. Number two. Those are huge numbers to start from. Now, when it comes to deciding who's going to be the running mate, I am most likely convinced that because the deputy governor of Nairobi right now is not influential, they are likely to go for a Kamba running mate so that they can divide the votes of the Kamba. And in case the votes of Mount Kenya are consolidated to one side, that is the side of course, the candidate going to be fronted by DCP, then it happens that these other numbers are also consolidated and some from the Kamba region have been taken. And ladies and gentlemen, that will be a formidable team against the DCP party in Nairobi, because we expect the DCP is going to front a very powerful candidate there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be very serious in 2027. And that is the game that is being played as we speak today. I'm feeling strongly that Gachagua made a mistake to expose their plan early enough. So William Ruto and Raila Odinga are already planning for it. I don't know how they are going to handle it, but of course there are options also for Gachagua to deal with it. Number one, ensure that he has also reached out to these other communities well. Backing of the Gusii community by, of course, Dr. Kengo Fred Matiang'i. Get the backing 100% of the Kamba people, and of course 100% of the Kikuyu or maybe the Mount Kenya support. As a result, they are going to face William Ruto's candidate, that is Johnson Sakaja. I don't know what is your take, but of course we can now see that Babu Owino has quit the gubernatorial race. Tame Wanyonyi has quit as well, is going to Bungoma. Ladies and gentlemen, and actually I'm not even surprised to see Babu Owino going for the Kisumu gubernatorial race. But anyway, and also now we are going to see significant changes taking place in Nairobi. Like now, Governor Sakaja changing his running mate. I don't know what's your take on the comment section. Let's share so that we can be able to see where is the gubernatorial race of Nairobi heading to. See you next time for more videos. My name is Abel Mukwa.